Alright, this is chart analysis for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the S&P 500, IWM Russell. We're going to talk about first the cryptocurrencies, and then we'll cover the $1,200 or so in profit that we just posted for our trade in the Russell IWM calls. So first up, Bitcoin. Right now we're at 2583, and in our previous video we showed some decent entries after this pullback 1 2 3 4 5, and a buy point around this area in the 2200 area. We did say Ethereum was stronger, and Ethereum's at new highs, whereas Bitcoin's only starting to make a move after a couple of days. Right now it looks like this could either be an A wave and we have a B wave. If this fails and struggles in this 2700 region, we could pull back down in a C wave before heading higher, or we could pull back in a quick wave 2 and then start moving up higher. Right now it looks like it's starting to have some strong momentum, so it really depends on whether it can clear this kind of resistance area in the 2670 region quickly in the next week. Now for Ethereum, we broke into new highs. Again, we mentioned that 165 decent entry point last time, and at no point did it go below that. So far it broke into new highs, pulled back to prior resistance, which is now support, and it tested it here and it looked like it was going to consolidate. That's what I was expecting, but then it actually pierced it just a little bit, but then pulled back again. So I would say piercing it and pulling back up without spending a day there is relatively on a bullish. I would lean bullish because of that. So as Ethereum has been consolidating, the action has gone over to Bitcoin, where we saw some more movement to the upside during that consolidation time for Ethereum. So moving on to the stock market, we were able to capture profits from these two green candles. Our entry point was actually not so good. We entered right here at the bottom of this wick at around 1378. And we did have to endure some pain. And the key, of course, was to recognize the overall structure and not to panic during this kind of intraday, that first 30 minutes of the day drop. And instead to just be patient and let the pattern play out, because I was pretty sure that that there would be minimal downside and that we would not break this bottom here. And if it were to reverse, it would have to reverse pretty quickly, and it actually did. And that reversal was so strong that it just within a couple hours just went from way down here all the way up here and continued the next day. So when we entered here, I forgot what the price we paid for the options are, but basically we put in $2,300, and that $2,300 we took off half at 1385 for slight profits. I think it was like $100 or something like that, or maybe even $50 because we took half, and then held the other half and exited at 1405. So even with a half size position, so half of the 2300, so maybe like, I don't know, was that 1150 or something like that. So even with a 1150 position in our calls, that 1150 we were able to generate around another 1150 in profit. So that half position increased in by 100%. And those were the June 9th. Those were the June 9th calls in IWM. And if you look at it closer, basically what we saw was this 5-wave pattern up, and it looked like this was a wave 2 and this could be a wave 3, but it turns out that was wrong. So it was, we had a 1 2 A B 1 2 3 4 5, but that only completes A. Then we have struggled in this area over Sunday night, so this is the weekend right here. So that because it struggled, that turns into a B. So when it fails to follow through, instead of a 3, you get a B. So what happens after the B? Well, that was a 1 2 3 4 5, and then here A B 1 2 3 4 5, right? So that's an A, that's a B, and then we have a one here 1 2 3 4 okay, here's a 1 2 3. So AB 1 2 3, and then we have an ABC 4, and then a 5. So that's AB 1 2 3 4 5. So then that was a solid buy point, of course, because that low here matches closely with here. So you could kind of think of that as like a inverse head and shoulders pattern, where this is the head, this is the shoulder, and here's the right shoulder. And then so we finally got the third wave. So this is a massive multi-day wave 1. This is a complex wave 2, where the wave 5 was of the wave 5 of the 2 was just massively just way out of proportion to the downside. So here's the chart I posted a couple of days ago when that happened. And so yeah, we had that AB 1 2 3 ABC 4, and then the fifth, and then followed by reversal that should surpass the high of wave 1. So if this is wave 1, this is an AB 1 2 3 4 5 wave 2, then third wave should go over 1390. Now, if you compare this chart that I posted from a couple of days ago, and you look at what happened, that did we go past the 1390? Yes, we did. How quick we did it was was surprising to me. I thought I exited HAB at 1385, hoping for at least a pullback to 1375 to buy, but that didn't happen. We let it ride out. We exited at 1405 on June 2nd. Now, if this is wave 1, this is wave 2, then we have like a AB 1 2 3 4 5, right? So at this point, we could either have an ABC pullback to around 1393. That's possible. Or if it's more bullish than I expected, this would just kind of consolidate and move up. So for the S&P 500 last time, I mentioned that the 2403 area was a solid buy point, and that turned out to be the case for that one day. But what happens next? Well, what happened next was we had that 2403 region right here. I'll pull back the daily, because that was a chart that we had. It pulled back to this level here, and then we had solid move up. So if you look at the hourly, when it pulled back here, it consolidated overnight and then just went up. So if this is a, we were looking for 2403 pullback, but we only got 2408. It saved it, had an ABC, and then that makes a large A, and then a B here, and a C wave here, and then here you have a 1 2 3 4, and either we get extensions or we get a fifth wave. So right now it really depends on what happens over the weekend. If we consolidate over the weekends, then Monday could see upside. What makes me lean towards more upside is the Dow. If we have here a 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5, so this, let me just zoom in. So the 1 2 3 4 5, and then we have a wave 2 drop, and then 1 2 3 4 5, and then A B C, right? So if we have an A B 1 2 3 4 5 A B C, then the Dow should move higher over 2120, and if that's the case, then I would assume the S&P 500, given those options, the S&P should move to the upside as well. Now the Nasdaq is just ridiculous. It's just hugely with Amazon, and the thing is, the higher it goes, it seems like it's scarier. But here's a structure, So this continual thing, we got that big 1 day drop, and the thing is that 1 day drop, it didn't even register on a daily basis, right? So on a daily basis, it's like it doesn't even register as a red candle, because it recovered the drop by the end of the day. And so basically what we have here is 1 2 3 4 5 ABC, right? So that's a 1 2, and do it again. AB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, ABC. So now we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pattern, and we're in the midst of a third wave. So that third wave, I believe, if it has the momentum that the structure has in place for it, should, propel this for the next couple of days. So the Nasdaq is also bullish, and the thing is, committing new capital to buy at high levels is risky because we could correct in a fourth wave, and that could bring us down here, or something else could happen. But it does very much look bullish. So again, that's the recap for June 3rd, 2017. It's Saturday right now. We referenced the charts from a couple of days ago, May 31st, where we talked about this on lifestyletrading101.com, and we posted a $1,200 profit on IWM. Last week we posted profit on SPY, but I didn't include it because we had a loss on IWM, which basically canceled out, so I just marked it as flat. But this week we were able to post solid profits on a half-size position. So I do think the Russell I do think the Russell, which at the time was what looked like this, and now looks like, much more bullish. Let me get the daily chart. So the Russell now looks like this. And if you think about it from a long-term perspective, the election was here and we rocketed, but then pretty much didn't go anywhere for like the last 6 months, like half a year, just stuck in the 1350 to 1400 range. I saw the count as 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and ABC, and I thought we would rocket here. So then we had like a 1, 2, 3, and maybe this would be a fourth. And now I was looking for that fifth here. And the reason why I lost money was because I bought this dip here. I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I thought this would happen, but we just fell down. And the thing is, when you have a failed third wave setup, that becomes a B wave high. So that becomes an AB mountain. So we have an AB mountain. We still have support in this region, and it looks like we might finally be moving up. If we do, then the count would be like 1, AB, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2, 3, 3 here, and then 4, and then 5. And I guess this would be an A, ABCA, and this would be an ABCB, and then this would be some weird ABC shortened C, and then we have a 1, 2, and then we should be in the third wave. And if this third wave can continue and go beyond the high of this 1420, then we could be up moving towards 1450. So the setup is there, but again, the setup was there last time and it didn't follow through. So we'll have to see. Oh, and the text alert for our trade was in WhatsApp. So this is WhatsApp. Our group is called Silver Surfer Trades. May 26th, we bought the IWM call. We sent this alert out in a quantity of 15. So I believe the price was something like 1.7 or 1.8 in order to make it $2,300. And we sold half of it on Thursday, and yesterday on Friday we sold the rest of it. So basically what happened was we entered at 1378. We locked in half at 1385, and then we locked in the rest at 1405. So if you want to get alerts like this, make sure you sign up at lifestyletrading101.com, where we provide text alerts via WhatsApp for our analysis and trades on the stock market indices.